thinking of a topic to talk about for the persuasive issue speech, it was pretty simple. The topic that I'm choosing to talk about is childhood obesity. Many people do not realize what a significant issue this is in the United States. A story that I came across was a 12-year-old from Ohio who suffered from childhood obesity. The day-to-day things and the things that 12-year-old children do, he could simply not do because he was so obese, such as hanging out with his friends, riding a bike, or just getting ready for school were hard because he was so obese. Today, I would tell you the dangers of young people not exercising, how to minimize childhood obesity in America, and how you can help with this problem. I have done extensive research on childhood obesity. As a student, a youth baseball coach, and a former athlete, I'm concerned that childhood obesity is causing young people to miss out on the essential building blocks of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Now, I will tell you about the dangers of childhood obesity. According to the Mayo Clinic, the most efficient and effective way to minimize childhood obesity is to get your children active. According to the Center for Disease Control, obesity rates have tripled in America since 2010 for youth. Now, 1/3 of America's children are considered overweight or obese. Some health effects of childhood obesity are high cholesterol, high blood pressure, bone/joint problems, and some long-term problems are heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and increased chances of several cancers, according to WebMD. Not only do children that are obese suffer from health issues, they also suffer from psychological issues, such as a lack of confidence, a decrease of social skills, and also children that are obese rate their quality of life lower than non-obese children. In a study conducted by Journal of Pediatrics, they did a study on 100 children, 50 obese, 50 non-obese, and they were told to rate their quality of life on a scale from 0 to 24. Non-obese children rated their life an 18 out of 24, while obese children rated their life as a 10 out of 24. Since childhood obesity is such a serious problem in the United States, there are two main factors in why this is such an issue. The first is fast food restaurants. According to Business Insider, Americans spent $100 billion in 2011 on fast food restaurants. In another study conducted by Business Insider, had kids identify which popular figure was most popular to them. 96% of the kids in America recognize Ronald McDonald, which is the mascot of McDonald's. That was second only to Santa Claus. Fast food restaurants are very prevalent in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Between the three states, there are 75,000 fast food establishments, which all three of those states rank in the top 15. For example, Whopper from Burger King contains 700 calories and 42 grams of fat, while a Big Mac from McDonald's contains 580 calories and 32 grams of fat. Another factor for the rise in childhood obesity in America is the influence of technology. Technology is getting after kids younger and younger by the day. Kids are having iPads, cell phones, and other devices such as that younger and younger. Also, Facebook, Twitter, and other social networking sites are causing children to spend more time inside than outside. Now that you know how serious of an issue childhood obesity is, we need to look at how physical education classes can benefit youth in America. It's a known fact that physical activity improves overall health. According to a study done by Donna Terrace in 2005, physically fit students are less likely to miss school, partake in risky behaviors, get pregnant, or attempt suicide, which all those are associated with better outcomes in school. Also in that study, she came to the conclusion that better performance in school, better concentration in school, and better behavior in and out of classrooms were all attributed to non-obese children. There is a significant importance of physical education in schools. Physical education activity is associated with healthier and a longer lifestyle. Physical education is not only important for children to be active, but it also teaches students how to integrate exercise into their lives in order to establish a lifetime of healthy living, according to Red Cross. In a study done by Kids Health, it reported that only 3.8% of elementary schools, 7.9% of middle schools, and 2.1% of high schools provide daily physical education or equivalent for the entire school year. In that study, it also determined that 22% of schools do not require students to take any physical education classes at all. Since childhood obesity rates continue to rise across the country, there is a public support for more physical education in schools. The vast majority of parents and children under 18, 95% of those children think that physical education should be part of the school curriculum for all students in grades K through 12. That study was also done by Kidzone. Some simple ways to prevent childhood obesity is a healthy lifestyle habit, such as eating healthy and physical activity. By doing those two things, can definitely minimize the risk of disease and childhood obesity. The dietary and physical activity behaviors of children and adolescents are easily influenced, whether it be by families, communities, schools, different athletes or role models, or even their favorite entertainers. Schools play a particular critical role by establishing a safe and supportive environment with policies and practices that support healthy behaviors, and schools can also provide opportunities for students to learn about and practice healthy eating habits and physical activity behaviors. Now it's time for you to be heard. People need to have more information about this issue. Childhood obesity is a very serious problem, and we've seen many dangers, the need for physical education in schools, how these risks can be minimized, and who and what can influence children. Your help is much needed. Contact government officials, attend PTA meetings or other school events, sign petitions to get the awareness of childhood obesity into the public. I've sent everyone an email through Blackboard, and it contains the contact information for Senate leaders, a contact information for House representatives, and other contact information for public figures. Thanks.